Hey guys, my name is Riley. Welcome back to my channel on this lovely Trans Tuesday. Today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that sometimes tends to bring up discourse. I mean, it makes sense to me why it would, but I did want to tell you that this video is 100% discourse free. It is only for the people who clicked on this video for help. If you comment discoursey things or disagreements and stuff, this video is not for you, and I will just filter the comments and remove them because this video is not for you. This is video for the people that I am trying to help, okay? Okay. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to deal with truscum or trans medicalists in your life. Now, being a trans person who doesn't fit into the trans medicalist definition of trans, I deal with a lot of trans medicalists and truscum in my life. The majority of it is online because honestly, people just hide behind anon faces because they don't have the guts to, you know, show their face or not be on anon. And I have been lucky enough to not have that in real life. So if you don't know what truscum is, here is what truscum is. It's generally people who think that dysphoria is absolutely essential to being trans, and that people without it are fake, or appropriating transness, or they call them a trans trender, and these people tend to often exclude non-binary people and agender people, which is kinda sucky. Truscum are also referred to as trans medicalists and trans fundamentalists, so you'll see them going by a couple different names online. They tend to gatekeep and delegitimize trans people who don't fit their exact brain definition of what being trans is, and do it to people who don't necessarily want to transition with hormones or surgery, or people who experience little to no dysphoria. So the majority of the people that I just listed are people that trans medicalists and truscum absolutely gatekeep and try to get rid of. So obviously with this, it cuts out a lot of trans people that are in the community. These kind of people are also sometimes called TERFs. They're trans exclusive radical feminists, which again really sucks, and I might make a video on TERFs later down the road because they are kind of different. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to deal with truscum in your life, because sometimes it can be really hard and overwhelming, especially if you're just recently out and don't fit their exact binary definition, which is completely outdated. Unfortunately, truscum are really prominent on a lot of social media platforms. I have seen them the most on Tumblr and Twitter. The biggest thing I have to say for that is to just block and move on when you run into one. They are not worth your time or energy whatsoever. If they're following you or harassing you, be sure to report them if that is necessary, but try not to engage, try not to interact. You don't really need that extra drama or stress in your life, and honestly, you're not going to get very far with these people. They are very set in their ways, and it's pretty much just good enough to ignore them and move on, because changing their mind is extremely unlikely. A lot of times these people result to dehumanization and trolling if you do try to reason with them, and if you're in a position like me, you just really don't need to be dealing with that right now. So like I said, block, report if you have to, and just move on. Now, if you're having to deal with them in real life, it's a little bit more difficult. My main suggestion is to try and escape the situation if you can. If you're in a small area, run to the bathroom for a minute, pop your headphones in, try to calm down and relax if you have to. If you're in a mall and with friends and one of them happens to be a truscum, just be like, hey guys, gotta go, and go to a different part of the mall until you can go home. Make sure you're in a physically safe environment if you are choosing to stay around these people, because sometimes they can get violent, as with every other person in the world. So make sure that you are somewhere that is physically safe, not only because of other people, but due to yourself if you feel that you might not be completely physically safe yourself. And last but not least, if you do have to try and be around, maybe discreetly try to change the topic, like alter the point of conversation to where you're not necessarily discussing trans issues. And I know that might be hard to do, especially if the trans issues are really close to your heart like they are with me, but honestly, trying to avoid drama and discourse, especially in real life, is really important for your mental health. So the biggest thing I have to say about dealing with truscum is you really just have to get yourself away from it. I know that wanting to change people's minds is really important. That's one of the reasons I post videos on YouTube. I try to educate and sometimes sway the point of view if somebody is really against something that they shouldn't be, but being in real life and being put into one of those situations is not necessarily the time to try and change an opinion. I hope this video helped a little bit, educated you a little bit on what truscum is, and it will help you deal with it in the future. As I said in the beginning of this video is 100% not for discourse. If you disagree, you don't have to comment, you didn't have to watch this video in the first place. If there is any discourse in the comments, it will be filtered out and deleted. So, if this video is helpful or you enjoyed it in any way, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I post 2 videos a week over here as regularly as I can. You can also subscribe to my regression channel, which is linked in the description, and my vlog channel, and you can hit me up on all my social media, which is in the description box below. Be sure to check out my last video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. Gosh dang it, there's a UPS truck in the way, and so now that my dogs are barking, I can't finish this video, and I totally lost the train of topic and where I was at, so that's cool.